for just screening women, should I just go on more or just look for more specific quality dates, or kind of have it more open there just to
Both. Pull up my whiteboard. 1 second. By the way, guys, I'm not affiliated with any of these products, but I can recommend if you work late in front of the laptop, you can try these Andrew Huberman glasses. They're very relaxing because the idea is they stop the blue light filters. You really feel noticeably less stressed and more calm after 10, 15 minutes immediately. It's really nice, especially if you watch TV or anything or phone. Like, I mean, they're a bit pricey. They're like 250 or something or 200. Try them. Like, I'm not affiliated. I'm not getting jack shit for that, but I've been trying them and they're very relaxing. You don't even notice how much stress that blue light is putting on your eyes. It's not just a blue light, but it's also short wavelength light. It's all explained. There's science behind it. Don't pretend to, but they do work very well. So yeah, look, what you want to do again, dating apps, Instagram, and approaches. There's events, if you will. 1 second, let me move you out of the way. Perfect. There's the events as well. But that's not as much of a scalable strategy unless it's religion or industry specific events, but there you got to be mindful of your reputation. But all of that leads to either Instagram or your number. Instagram is better, obviously, because you can create emotional engagement with Instagram stories. She sees a lot more things about you. Mm-hmm. Guys, can everybody else please mute themselves? Because I feel like some people aren't on mute. Okay, so it all comes here, right? Dating apps, Instagram, approaches, and events. Then you get the Instagram. Then you have texting. You have the texting framework. Then you have date one. More dates. And a relationship. That's basically in essence it. And then, very important, 1 second, just see if I can have some arrows here. Okay. And then we're at the promised land, so to speak. But the important thing is that you use as many of those channels as possible to then disqualify, because eventually it's a funnel. You will lose women at every stage. Okay, you will get less and funnel. It's not going to get more. At every step, you will lose people. Okay, from here, from initial interactions to Instagram, you're going to lose people. And while you're texting, you're going to lose people. From the first date to multiple dates, you're going to lose people. Now, obviously, if you do things well, you're going to lose a lot less of the right ones, but it's also more so it's qualify than lose, okay? And then obviously you have a relationship. So it becomes less and less and less. So in order to have multiple options to choose from, we need as many as possible. It's not just fuck around, but you want to have dating apps. Which ones are you on right now?
I have Hinge and Bumble.
Okay, get on Raya as well, please. Get on Raya as well.
Okay.
And with Instagram, are you sending 5 to 10 DMs a day?
No.
Okay. Why not?
I don't know. Yeah. I guess, yeah, I connected with some girls on there. Some are out of town and stuff. So need to probably develop the local network there.
You need to go through module 3, connect it with some girls, because this is the machine. We need to get the machine running for you. Go through module 3 and module 4. How many approaches have you done in the last couple of weeks?
Last couple of weeks, limited, probably like 5 overall.
Okay, that's nothing. You need to get those numbers up.
Yeah.
Do them, and then events kind of here, right? So you should, for, I don't know, ideally 20 approaches. Now, again, you don't need all of those, and it doesn't always have to be 20 approaches a week, but if you want the best of the best, that's what's required, right? You can do that in 4 hours. You don't have to, You can just do dating apps or Instagram to get the dates, but the approaches will get you, especially during the day. Or you can go to bars. Don't go to clubs. So the level of retardation that goes on in clubs is unfathomable. They're not going to be right for you. But all of this is to get as many options possible. And then you can go, let's say, one event per month. And I'm not talking about singles events because only weirdos go there, but those, and then IG. And then on Instagram is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Daily stories. We can do a review of your profile in a couple of minutes. Very important. Daily stories, that's really it. And that takes 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes per day. But it boosts the engagement because every story you post is like a direct message. Okay. Every story you post is like a direct message to all of the women without investing into one. So your value doesn't decrease, because whenever you invest, your value goes down, but your connection goes up. Not fully, but it kind of does because you're investing. But value stays high because you're just broadcasting and they see you do cool things. And it doesn't have to be Emirates first class all the time. But in module 3, I have 2 videos, one 17-minute video and one 13 video with concrete examples on how to post stories. It's genius. Have you watched both of them?
Yeah.
Both, not just the one, both of them, yeah?
Yeah, I watched both of them.
Yeah. Do that.
Okay.
You don't need to do Instagram. You can do the number, but just the number, you will get 3 times less quality dates, right? Again, it's not quantity, but we need the right quality of the right quantity. And then with the DMs per day, you can go to, for example, local gym pages of gyms, like very important, not a member, okay, where you're not a member. You'll never be a member of, or any local pages, and then you can go and boom and send DMs and we can help you with the openings. As many as we have, and then use text framework, then you go to day 1, day 2, day 3. Dating apps, 15 minutes per day. 15 minutes per day. Awesome. Instagram, 5 to 10 minutes a day per day. Again, approaches you're not going to do every day, right? But say 4 hours a week. And that's if you're doing really, really well. If you're doing that, you're doing amazing. You don't need to do it, but it's great. If you want like the real transformation in terms of your communication skills and real flow and top level quality that you could choose from for an amazing woman, then you want to do that. You don't have to, but the total time invest is going to be no more than 10 hours. Again, it's not a 20-hour a week time commitment. And then event per month is negligible. But basically, what is this? It's an hour a week, an hour, 2, 6 hours for lead generation. Okay, 6 hours per week for date generation. Call it that, date gen. Okay. Now you might say, oh, it's a lot. You have 112 waking hours available to yourself. We did this with Darshan, and we analyzed that he wastes a ton of time cooking. And we're like, 14 hours a week you spend on cooking? That's crazy. Darshan, by the way, did you stop that finally? Did you get somebody to cook for you?
Yeah, I've been getting some takeout recently.
Great. Good, man. You can afford it. Like, I don't know. I don't remember the last time I cooked. Probably like sporadically, once or twice a year. I eat out all the time, or Fernanda cooks for me, or I order food. What a waste of time. That's why I don't drive either, because driving is a waste of time. When I'm sitting in the back of an Uber Black or Uber Lux, then I can work. Then I can respond to you guys. I can do something that's productive. Driving is a waste of time. Analyze where you're wasting your time, because this is a very, very productive use of your time. I'm telling you, you don't have to put 6 hours. You can do 1 or 2 hours and you'll still do fine. If you put in these 6 hours, you'll have more dates than time. You'll have more. Just the approaches. If you didn't want to do any dating apps, that's the beautiful thing. It doesn't matter which channel you want to use, right? If you just do 15 minutes a day on dating apps, 1 quality date a week. Just the Instagram, minimum 2 dates a month, okay, like half a date a week. The 4 hours of approaches a week, that will get you minimum 1 quality date a week. So all of them taken together, you'll have 2 new first dates a week, maybe even 4. Okay, that's too much. But the good thing is, once you have that much, what do? If you have too many clients, you just same here. You just disqualify the wrong ones. This is not about going on 5 dates a week. It's going on 1 to 2 quality dates a week. Wait, what? Guys, Darshan, were you going to say something?
No.
Okay, good. Then I'm just going to mute you, please. Thank you. So, but it's about getting the right quality, okay? It's about getting enough quantity of the right quality so you can disqualify the wrong options, so you end up with a person. When I saw Fernanda in that pub in Dublin 5-something years ago, I knew nothing about her other than the fact that she was attractive. I was like, wow, really attractive, really hot. Let me go talk to her. And then you find out you know nothing about her. You just trust the process. This process works always. I have never seen somebody put this process into practice and it not work. No. It's the only way. Most men, let's call it here, most cucks, most beta cucks, okay, meet their wife through convenience. English is my second language, forgive me, I misspelled this. I'm just going to shorten it, abbreviate it. Convenience and through comfort. They're kind of just there, right? Convenience, comfort being the same thing. And proximity. She's kind of there. She's at work. But the problem is that leads to exactly what happened with my ex-wife. A ton of suffering. You end up suffering. The only way to get a quality relationship is this. You put it into practice. It works every single time. And you're doing everything because you're coming into the call. So now we can look at why you're not putting each of these into practice. Because in all the modules, you have it all there. You have all the strategies. And then I'm going to analyze your Instagram profile in a second. I'm going to look at your dating apps in a second. And then we can refine as to what's not happening. But then you also realize, yes, there's the strategies, but a lot of it is mindset as to why not. Right? And I respect you for coming on so we can talk about it, which is really important. Can you now see 80% of success in anything is mindset? 80% of success in anything is mindset. And so it'll be very helpful to understand what the blockages are. And sometimes it's one thought. Sometimes, I didn't think about it. Sometimes it's just somebody having to tell you, yes, do this. These are the right next steps. Why aren't you doing this? It's accountability. It's one queer, strange thought that's blocking you. That's why come on and talk about it, because I haven't seen you in a while, probably a month or so, or over than that, right?
Well, probably been 2 weeks. I was able to meet with Jonathan, I think, last week, but yeah, like a month. You know? So
always come here and verbalize everything, because the second you verbalize it, we can solve it. If it stays in your head, then it stops you from taking the actions. Once we get that rolling again, I mean, you saw these 2 ladies and it was no good, right? But now we need to throw this machine on again, and then we can refine everything. Then we can refine the dating apps, the texting, your Instagram, the stories, what's actually happening on the day. We can analyze it. Did you build that home connection? Did you escalate? Blah, blah, storytelling, so on and so forth. But first, we need to get enough raw action, raw input. We have to hit the weekly, monthly KPIs to have meat to work with.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense. Yeah, I'm back out there. I mean, this week the weather's been shit. It's been freezing out there. So I've been back on. Yeah, I'm still working the dating apps. I mean, I have dates set up for tomorrow and a couple more dates for next week. Instagram probably been a little bit more limited on that. And then approaches I've probably...
That's completely fine. You don't need all channels. You can take any random combination of the 3 main channels. Take events as an extra one. You can use one and that'll work. The in-person component, you should do some approaches because it is just so utterly transformational. I've backed drum long enough, I think, at this stage, but you don't have to use all. But the more you use, the more options you have. And it always works. It never not works. If it doesn't work, it's okay, profile sucks. Okay, prompt sucks. Texting sucks. Not enough action. There is no way in which it doesn't work. That's the beautiful thing. It's guaranteed to always work. You know how people say that if you really gave it your best and you failed, it doesn't matter because at least you gave your best. That's a fallacy.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody who truly gave it their best and failed. It doesn't exist. If you actually give it your best, and you don't BS, and you do your polls, and you come in here and you get the feedback, and you improve the dating apps, and you build a really good profile, not an analytics profile, really good, put it on Instagram, send out a couple of messages, you cannot fail. Life, God will give it to you. Yes, you might get hit by the bus and you might get eradicated from existence, but then probably you'll be rewarded in the afterlife. But you cannot fail. It is infallible. That's the beautiful thing. If you actually give it your best, it's impossible to fail. That is the beauty. It works 100%. Is it easier for some than for others? Because some of you guys look better than others. Some of you are taller. Some of you have advantages that other guys don't have. Fine, fair, of course. Of course, it's easier for some than for others. That's normal. Nobody said life was fair, life was equal. But the beauty about life is that you can make it work, that you have all the strategies. Some of you will just have to put in more work than others. That's all that means. But finding a beautiful relationship is absolutely possible for every single one of you. It just comes down to execution. Why don't we do that? Mindset. And that's exactly why we're here.